Shalom, shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, has given all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Arbar from the Prophets in Babylon, camped down here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles and the head bishops of Great Millstone, teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. In this video, I'm going to play it, but it's just come from a channel called Really Graceful. I just happened to come across this channel. Never heard before. I saw it on Twitter. I got a link from Twitter, and then I just saw that Elder Malcolm had just touched on this video like about 5 hours ago. So this is a very informational video, and through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, I'll be able to repost it on this channel. But right now I'm gonna do a commentary on it through the spirit, and I pray be edifying to the hopeful elect. But it's pretty much going into all these pretty much orchestrated. What's happening right now is an orchestrated famine. Okay, a orchestrated food shortage. Okay, the powers that be. Okay, these elites, they are purposely going to starve you people out, man. Okay, they are purposely going to starve you out. They're purposely going to cause you to have to, bend to, and it all goes down to them wanting you to take that charagma. Okay, so they're going to take everything from you, put you in a complete position of difficulty and discomfort, ultimately to get you to take this charagma. Okay, and this video is going to show you. She's going to show a timeline of food processing facilities being burnt down and destroyed within the past 6 months. Over 20 major food processing facilities have been shut down. Have been burnt down. Okay, mysteriously, nobody knows how it happens. All these fires are starting, right? I also talked about a couple weeks ago about how you had a major Walmart distributor, I guess. One of those main facilities, one of the biggest ones in America, caught fire and was up in flames and burnt down. Okay, a great portion of it, if not all of it. Okay, so these things are happening. Not to mention the what happened with the supply shortages. All these things are happening for a purpose, man, and there's somebody behind it making these things happening, which are these global elites, to ultimately bring in what? The new world order. That's what they want. They want a new world order. They already said that in a new world order you will have nothing and be happy. Okay, so let me open up with Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. It says, "For then there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." We're coming into a time of great tribulation, such as was never before, man. Okay? "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." So the Lord is speeding up the times, because if the Lord does not speed up the times and these days be shortened, nobody's going to survive.
Strange happenings of our world for some time now. Within the span of the past year, one of the world's largest ships jammed up the Suez Canal for nearly a week. The Suez Canal being one of the world's most important trading routes. The price of fertilizers for crops have hit an all-time high. Bill Gates became the largest farmland owner in the United States. World leaders announced impending food shortages due to the war in Ukraine, with Russia and Ukraine making up more than 30% of the global wheat market, and they're considered the breadbasket of Europe. Followed by reports of the bird flu in the United States over the past month, forcing farmers to kill millions of egg-laying poultry. All of these aforementioned incidents have driven up the price of items at your grocery store. But now we shift our focus to the most recent series of strange events contributing to this price hike and potential shortage. Wondering, is it all a coincidence or something more? In some ways, it's like the ship getting stuck in the Suez was just the start, just the beginning of all these recent supply chain issues. And really, it's only escalated from there. In the last 6 months, around 20 U.S. food processing facilities have burned down. I'm gonna lay them out on a timeline for you so we can look at the data and decide for ourselves if something is going on here or if there's really nothing to see, we can just move along. January 12th, 2021, Fayetteville, Illinois. The Deli Store Corporation, a processor of deli meat for military and commercial use, was destroyed by fire. No details on how the fire started. April 11th, 2021. A cooker at the plant caught the whole Tyson poultry plant on fire. It went up in flames. July 26, 2021. Memphis, Tennessee. A 3-alarm fire breaks out at the Kellogg's cereal plant. Reports say fire started in the rice dryer. August 2nd, 2021. Huntsville, Alabama. Fire damages Tyson-owned feed ingredients plant. The poultry meal plant received significant damage in a fire that was said to be sparked by animal byproducts and grease. August 24th, 2021. Patax Meat Products in Cobb County, Georgia. A fire broke out at the factory, causing severe damage. I've actually been to the retail store many years ago. It's a community staple, but it was a total loss. September 13th, 2021, Grand Island, Nebraska. The headline reads, 5-alarm fire at JBS beef plant. The Grand Island Fire Department reported that the roof was on fire around 10 p.m. that night. October 20th, 2021, Tar Heel, North Carolina. A fire.
There you go. Okay. So you get the picture. Like I said, I'm going to post the video. The video is something strange happening to U.S. food processing plants by Really Graceful. Okay, you can go on her channel. I'm Laura Woodlock can post the repost the video on my channels. But they said that that the roof was on fire, man. Okay, at one of these facilities, man. That sounds like somebody flew over and dropped something down and catch it on fire. Hey, listen, man. This is all according to plan. Why they got you distracted and with on one end with the C9 and Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, they're destroying your food sources, man. Okay, deliberately destroying your food sources so that you're gonna have to go to them for food, and when you go to them, they're gonna tell you, okay, listen, this is the only way you're gonna be able to get food. There's no food anywhere, and then to get it, you're gonna have to do what we tell you to do. You're gonna have to comply, to submit, and ultimately, as you read in the Georgia Guidestones, they want to bring the population down to under 500 million. Okay, so this is not just to get you to comply, but it's also to cause for lack of better words, a genocide. They want to kill majority of the people on the world, and in the world. And what's the best way to do that? Hunger. Everybody need food to live. Everybody need food to survive. Without food, you can't survive. So they're deliberately trying to take that from you. Okay. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. It's gonna come when you least expect it, man. Okay, it's gonna come when you least expect it. Hey, all hell is gonna break loose out here when you least expect it. Okay? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them. So when they came out, you just got Bill Gates telling you to take this and take that to make the world greater again. The whole time he's getting rich off of it, and while he's getting rich off of it, he's buying up all these farms, and then destroying all the crops, destroying all the food. Okay, so they're saying peace and safety, but sudden destruction is about to come behind this, man. If you don't see what all this is accumulating up to, then you probably never gonna see, man. As travail upon a woman with child, they shall not escape. So as a woman have those contractions, and she can't escape from when them contractions come. It's time to give that baby. It's time to give birth. Hey, the time and an appointed time it is for that baby to be delivered is set in stone, and there's no way around that. It has to happen. Okay, she cannot escape it. Okay, it's time for that baby to be delivered, and that's symbolically speaking about what's coming upon this earth, man. The great death and destruction. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. So us that have this understanding, this knowledge. We see what's going on. We see how this devil is moving, man. And this is why we have sought the Lord, the true Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, a long time ago. Okay? A long time ago. And what you should be doing, if you haven't already, right now. Okay? Because, hey, great famine and food shortages is coming. Okay? We're going to show you what this is all going to lead up to.
At the Smithfield Foods plant, allegedly started by an employee named Latasha Biddle, who set fire to the break area. Well, she came back in 2 days later with a hammer and vandalized cars, screaming about how she was going to burn down the plant and shoot the place up before fleeing. She eventually turned herself in on an unrelated charge. November 29, 2021, Scotts Township, Pennsylvania. The headline reads, "Fire erupts at a meat processing facility in Lackawanna County." No further detail. There were no survivors of this plane crash. The cause of the fire is unknown.
So she goes on and on to tell you this timeline. Okay, now she's gonna say some more stuff, but this is just goes to show you the times we coming into, man. Because look at some when there's no food in these stores, people are going to lose it, man. People are going to be, become savages. These like in the Batman, the Joker said, "I'm just ahead of the curve." These civilized people, they're going to eat each other. Okay, these so-called civilized, we see these Americans, these Babylonians, they try to play this role like they're so, righteous and how you say it, a clean and plain, but the whole time these people have demons on them, and as soon as a situation come where it's life and death, they're going to become monsters. Okay, and this is what we're about to see. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein," which means destruction. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." Hey, this damn devil, man, he's coming down with great wrath, and coming with great destruction. Okay, Esau, Edom. Okay, he's gonna come with his Gerger troops, his New World Order, his FEMA troops, and they gonna all come down with sword destruction. Okay, and they're gonna hit you from every single direction. From these pathogens, these viruses, okay, from the food sources, poisoning your water, all right, poisoning your air, taking away your money, taking away your jobs, taking away your houses. It will hit you from every single direction, man. This is why you're gonna need the Lord. It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So people are going to be, out protesting and, rioting and, killing each other. Ultimately, is what's going to lead up to. The people going to be out there fighting in the streets, man. With screwdrivers and bats and crowbars and whatever they can find, man. Cars. Okay. Everybody's going to be seeking to fulfill their flesh, And that main feeling of the flesh is what? Hunger. Okay? It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and of course of their actions shall stand in their power." People are gonna be doing whatever they want to do. They ain't gonna think about the cops. The cops gonna be trying to, do what they gotta do to survive too. Okay, they showed you that in the movie World War Z with Brad Pitt, when he had shot that man in that store that was trying to, pretty much, they were trying to, I guess they're trying to rape, I believe they're trying to rape his wife and take her stuff or whatever. But in the middle of the store, because it was like a chaotic time, and he had shot a man dead, and then the cop came in the store. And he held his hands up, like, he held his hands up, dropped the gun, and the cop ran past him and went to grab some baby formula, man. All right, so, hey, we coming into a time where they ain't gonna be no more cops, man. Anybody gonna be thinking about calling the cops or your judges? Hey, these elites are gonna go hide in bunkers, okay? And everybody gonna be out here just, it's gonna be like the purge times a trillion billion, okay? It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." You ain't gonna be able to go. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere, man. Bullets gonna be flying. Okay, you gotta duck and dodge. All right, go watch the movie Bushwick, man. Okay, it shows you how in the city they were trying to get through the city, and everywhere you go, people was killing each other and trying to kill you. It says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The city shall be troubled all over, man, all over America, all over the world. The city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So your houses, starting with these storehouses, it's gonna be, ravished. Okay, people gonna run to these stores and rip the, as soon as this thing shut down, people gonna run to these stores and, stock up on they're gonna take everything, man. Within about 3 hours, you can imagine these stores gonna be completely empty. Okay, they show you that anytime a storm is coming, okay, or a natural disaster, okay, like down here in Florida, we have hurricanes, and when you have a hurricane, people will literally be in the stores fighting, rumbling, packs of people in there fighting over water, okay. And we see that every storm season when a hurricane is coming. How much more when there's no food in these stores, man? It's about to get nasty out here. It says, and men shall be afraid. Salakias, and men shall be afraid. If men gonna be afraid, how much more the women and the children? You see, this is why a man gonna be a hiding place. This is why 7 women gonna take hold and cleave unto one man, because and that's gonna have to be a man of the Lord. Okay, a man with some type of level of understanding and protection, of what's going on. Because even the men are going to be afraid. Meaning these ordinary men, these men you see out here, or these so-called men in America, they're going to be afraid, man. These pretty boys, these little career men, these damn Jakes, these damn Jakes too, but these men that be working these damn desk jobs and shit, and in them stocks, and all they can think about is Bitcoin and shit. Hey, you're going to be afraid, man. You're going to be afraid. They're going to lose their mind. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay, and that sword is a weapon. Okay, they're going to come to your house and destroy your house with a weapon. They might, kill you, take your wife and your daughters, take all your food, your guns, your medicine, ravish your whole house. Your whole house just get, stampeded and, ran through. Next thing you know, your house is destroyed. You laying out, bleeding out. Okay, you seen your loved ones get carried away. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Ain't gonna have no pity, man. Ain't gonna be no more love out here. Anybody gonna be feeding the homeless? The homeless gonna be feeding on you. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. They're gonna take all your shit, man. Okay, people gonna be, kicking in your door, taking all your stuff. Ain't no cops coming. All you single women that's proud and I don't need no man. Guess what? Guess what? You ain't gonna have no man. Okay, and that day you're not gonna have no man. There is gonna be no cops to come. Ain't gonna be no 911. Okay, they show you that whenever a hurricane comes. Once again, in Louisiana and all them in Texas, when the hurricanes was coming, you got reports of people in the attic and shit, and they was calling the cops, and then the phone would just ring dry. Or different accounts where, you had Jakes would call the cops and the operator would tell them, call upon your God. Okay? Call upon your God. Because everybody gonna be in trouble, man. And if you don't have the right God, the right power, YAHAWASHI, you are fucked. Okay? From the start. Before you even start, you're fucked. Okay? You're done. It says, and shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So for a lack of bread, because ain't gonna be no more food out here. Okay, ain't gonna be no more food out here. People gonna be losing their minds, man. It says Matthew chapter 24, I'm gonna start at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So though we hear about Russia and Ukraine and Iran and Iraq, though we hearing about these wars and these rumors of wars, the all hell ain't, the end ain't gonna, the Lord ain't coming tomorrow, man. Okay, a lot more prophecies have to come to pass, and it's about to get very, very gruesome, ugly out here, man. Okay, You trust me, you gonna know when the Lord coming, because we gonna need him to come. You got Jake saying, oh, we already in Jacob's trouble. No, nigga, no. You still sitting on your ass. You got a bed to sleep in. Okay, you got food in your stomach. Okay, you ain't been, rained over by a barrage of bullets yet. We coming into that time. That's when we really gonna be in trouble, man. When we really gonna need the Lord. When ain't no food in these stores, and you gotta depend on the Lord to make it for a miracle. Okay, literally. People can't see it by now, man. I don't know if you ever gonna see it. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. A famine means a lack of food, man. Okay, a lack of something, a lack of food, a lack of bread. Okay, a lack of water. Ain't gonna be no more juices, no more McDonald's, no more Checkers and Burger King. You can't have it your way no more, man. Okay. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences. Pestilences. What's this pestilences? They got you wearing masks, got you getting all inoculated, and then you got these people that have taken that thing, coming up with all these different symptoms and problems. I'm seeing people coughing up, mucus that's the shape of their lungs. Because all that shit is in your lungs. You coughing it up, man. All types of madness is going on. It says in earthquakes in diverse places we see that happening. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay? This movie's going to end with a big bang. This movie's going to end with thermonuclear fire. Okay? Apocalyptic, a nuclear apocalypse. Okay, that's how this is going to end. But also, all these are just the beginning of that. It says, and they shall deliver. Let me jump down. Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So ain't gonna be no more love out here. Ain't gonna be no more helping and everybody lending a helping hand. Everybody's gonna be everybody for themselves, man. And because iniquity shall abound, because of all this sin out here, all this wickedness going on, okay, the love of many shall wax cold. People are going to become very, very, heartless, okay, very, very evil, okay. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, hey, in order to be, ain't nobody saved at Christian. I'm saved in the blood of Jesus. Hey, ain't nobody saved yet, man. We gonna see if you saved whenever these stores run out of food. Okay, we gonna see if you saved whenever these these FEMA trucks and these militias go rolling through the hood. We gonna see if you save whenever they send these damn Terminator dogs out, man. We gonna see if you save, man. And this devil got some stuff in store. Okay, we're coming into a time like never before. Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble. Don't forget about it. I gotta bring that out. Okay, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So as you see brothers on the streets preaching this gospel, as this word is being heard by the whole world, all nations are hearing this word, brothers all over the world bringing out this word, then shall the end come. Okay.
April 20th, Leoti, Kansas. The Nutrient Agricultural Solutions fertilizer plant caught fire. No further details. April 21st, Covington, Georgia. A plane crashed near the General Mills plant, which, makes cereal. It's a global food company. There were no survivors of this plane crash. Not a lot of details are known about what happened. So that concludes the timeline. I'm always interested to hear your thoughts on this. I do have some lingering questions here, which led me to running a couple of searches to compare the number of plant fires, food plant fires, year to year, to see if this past year had an unusual amount or not. Are we focusing food plants? And it would appear that there was a major fire at, 2 food plant fires that are coming up in the search for 2019. So let's compare 2019 to this past year, not counting the fertilizer fires and the Walmart distribution center fire. On our timeline we just went over, I have listed 18 incidents of food plants on fire from January 2021 to April 21st, 2022 in this video. So let's go back to what I said in the beginning. We've got all these factors at play to cause food shortages and increased prices. So are we witnessing total happenstance? in coincidence, or is it intentional? Are they trying to take down our food supply? Are they trying to sabotage our supply chain? And by they, who do we mean? The enemy from within, or an enemy of a foreign variety?
You Edomites, man. It's these damn Edomites. These damn JEW wish people. Okay? Yeah. The ones who rule the earth, man. Earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. This man is in power. He the one that's doing all this wickedness, man. Okay? Let me grab this real quick. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 4. And these are the words that Yahawah spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, you so-called Hispanics, Native Indians, and you so-called Negroes, okay, Haitians, and West Indies, you Jamaicans, okay, and so on, okay. This is the Lord speaking concerning you, because see, when this all hit, it's going to affect you the most. Jake ain't got no money store. Jake ain't got no food store. Jake ain't got no damn bunker. Jake ain't, Jake barely got food in their fridge as it is, man. You go to the fridge 10 times a day, opening the fridge, and it's the same shit, ain't nothing in there. Okay, that's our people, man. Okay, the poor, the brokenhearted, and the trodden down, man. Okay, and all this was by design. It says, and these are the words that the Yahawah spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ain't no peace coming, man. Ain't no prosperity coming. Ain't no, good times coming, man. Okay? Not on this side. It's about to get very, very ugly out here, man. And this is why you're going to need the Lord. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Everybody's gonna be afraid. Okay, it's gonna be men out here screaming like as if you see a woman giving birth, agony and pain. You're gonna hear men like that, man, all over groaning, and it says, alas, for that day is great, great destruction, great evil, great wickedness, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, hey, we coming into a time of Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, but he, okay, the elect shall be saved out of it. And the Lord's going to start with his men, and then the women are going to cleave to the men and the children. Okay, it goes on and on. It says, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, and at that time shall Michael, which is an archangel, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So there's this archangel. An angel is going to have to stand up for the children of Israel, for the Lord's people. Okay, it's gonna get that bad out here. We're coming into a time such as was never since there was a nation, man. Okay, imagine all these nations you have on the world right now. Since these nations first started, we come into a time worse than any of that, man. All the world wars and all the clashes and wars and scrimmages and slavery and all these things happen all over the world in history. We're coming into a time worse than this, man. All the starvation, all the genocides and mass death. We're coming into a time worse than all of that. All right, truth be told, it says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So the Lord said that way his people are going to be delivered, man. Everyone that shall be found written in the book, and that's only a remnant. That's the elect, not the whole nation, man. Not the whole nation. Not Jake doing what they want to do. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Listen, I don't claim to know all the answers, but I do see patterns. I can draw conclusions from data. And this whole thing really reminds me of Notre Dame. The Notre Dame fire incident, which I covered on my channel years ago, when the church burned for 9 hours and no cause was ever specified. But in reality, hundreds of other French churches had been attacked for the past few years in deliberate attacks, but hadn't drawn any attention. And I mean, those were churches, those were cultural factories, not food factories. But it seemed apparent to me that France needed to, I don't know, identify who was attacking, what their motives were, and then act on that information. But to my knowledge, they didn't. And that inaction is just so loud. And that's the same right here. Same for these food plants. Bill Gates is buying up all the farmland. The World Economic Forum's announcements for their 10-year outlook with the Great Reset saying we will all own nothing and be happy. That we'll eat bugs. BlackRock buying up
You see where they going? You gonna eat bugs.
all the real estate so we have a nation of renters. World leaders coming out saying there will be food shortages as war continues. I mean, it would have to be a tremendous coincidence for all of this to be happening at once. For me, it's clear as day what's happening. But what do you think, internet friends? You know, a tremendous world and be happy. Economic format. But it seemed to be deliberate. Economic Forum's announcements for their and that's the same, right?
Here you go, man. Okay. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. Now from there, let me go ahead and I want to grab something real quick. I'll end it off with this. I don't want to make this too long. We already kind of, past the 30-minute mark. So I'm going to an account. I'm going to an account of what happened, what life is like in a time of a famine. And this is talking about a time where, there was a siege, which is where pretty much a military would block off anything from coming in or out of a town, okay, or a city. And that would cause everybody inside that city to have to, do what they got until they run out, and eventually, starve. The people was eating, their belts, and they was eating, the leather and shit. People was, whatever they could find, man. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head, a donkey's head, was sold for 4 pieces of silver, 4 pieces of silver. So it was a famine because the city was besieged. Okay, so bad that a donkey's head, which has no meat on it, was getting sold for actual, silver. Okay, now get this. And the 4th part of a cab of dove's dung, bird shit. Okay, a dove dung is shit. Okay, and the 3rd part of a cab of dirt of dove's dung, doo-doo, poo-poo, for 5 pieces of silver. So that was getting served, so for 5 pieces of silver, man. Bird crap. Okay, people was collecting bird crap and eating it. Okay, and even so much as selling it for other people to eat. Showing you how bad the time was, man. Okay, verse 26. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help, my lord, O king. So this, happened to Israel before, and it's gonna happen to us again. Our people that don't want to get right, hey man, they gonna, block the hood off. Scripture say that you should not be able to go into a city. They're gonna have, roadblocks. You gonna try to, walk up on the roadblock, and you gonna see dead bodies riddled with bullets all over the place, and you gonna know to stay back. You're not gonna be able to just leave and do what you want to do, man. Jay think I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We gonna see what you gonna do in this day, man. We gonna see. It says showing these devils on the screen. It says verse 27, and he said, if the Yahawah do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Meaning, listen, if I can't help you, if the Lord can't help you, if the Lord haven't helped you, how can I help you? Okay, out of the barn floor or out of the wine press, meaning ain't nothing in there. Okay, And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? What's wrong with you? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him. Now remember, this is in a time of a famine. Okay, the city was besieged. It was a famine, and this is Israel. This is you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians back aforetime. Okay, Scripture says the scriptures was written for our learning, man. The things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. This is something that was written to, help us learn to understand what's about to come. Okay, so take heed. It says, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. Okay, so these two women, Israelite women, Jake women, okay, had kids, had sons, and they said, they made a deal, an agreement, because they was hungry. Listen, we got to eat, okay? Give me your child, and we'll eat him today, and tomorrow we'll eat my child, okay? Salakia. So we boiled my son. They actually boiled their own child, man, and did eat him. A woman ate her own child, and said unto her on the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him, and she have hid her son. So can you imagine that, man? These woman was fighting over eating their own children. Okay, fighting over eating their own children, man. All right. That's the times we're coming into, man. Okay, that's the times that we are coming into, and this is why the Lord was to be taken seriously and not for a joke. If you have not thought to seek the Most High, by now, then you should, man. The truth and sincerity, man. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Okay, 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. One of my favorite scriptures. That whosoever would not seek YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So if you don't seek YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, you're going to die. Truth be told, man. With that being said, I pray this edifies and hopeful elect. I pray they don't take this video down. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Okay. Shalom. Kwame Sharala, Abad Babal, the Wadi Habashim, Spirit, do this lesson. Shalom.